All right. So we are trying this again, and I just need to. All right. So, like I was saying earlier, I restarted the stream because I wanted to make sure the VOD was good. But so we're doing a playthrough of Kingdom Two Crowns. Kingdom is a game that I've loved for a long time. Played the original Kingdom, played Kingdom 80s. I actually have a playthrough of Kingdom 80s up on my YouTube. So check the links for that. If you want to just see that good story, a lot of fun stuff in that game. But Two Crowns has came out years ago. It's on pretty much any platform. You can get it on your phone. You can get it on Xbox, PlayStation, everything. I think pretty much. And they've had a number of DLCs over the years, and each DLC basically has a different kind of land that you have to go and conquer. And the I would say to a point, the game's a bit of a tower defense. You have to basically build up defensive capabilities for your kingdom and then survive the night where you have this race of what they call the greed who attack your kingdom and essentially try to steal all your gold and ultimately your crown. And if they accomplish that, then you lose essentially and have to start over. So either way, we're gonna get into the playthrough and see how we do this or how we get through it all. And you know, gonna try to stream a variety of games on a regular basis moving forward. Now that I got some of my stuff sorted out from a streaming perspective. So either way, while there's no community today, maybe down the road there will be. So always welcome any feedback and comments. Want to lurk, chat, whatever you want to do, you're all welcome. So let's go ahead and get into Kingdom. All right, as I mentioned, Two Crowns is the actual original title that released, and then they have Shogun, Deadlands, Northlands, and Call of Olympus, which actually, after a long hiatus, came out, I believe, last summer or around that time, maybe the fall. I can't remember now, but this is the most recent. So we're going to start off with Two Crowns. I'm going to put it in easy mode because I'm not really trying to get the crap beat out of me. Just trying to enjoy kind of getting through each one of the lands and heading through most of the uh, DLCs pretty quickly here with this playthrough. All right. So typically you go through this little quick tutorial. It kind of tells you how to kind of get started, and we'll hire some workers here to do some things. And the goal is to, like I said, build up your defenses um, and protect yourself each night from the greed that comes. And this is on easy mode, so they won't be as aggressive throughout each night. And It'll be a little easier to kind of get through without getting too much as far as waves and waves of minions that really destroy the kingdom. So good game overall, has a lot of good sound effects, and I am a big fan of the music as it creeps in and out throughout the gameplay. Okay. What do you want me to do now, Ghost Lady? Stand here? Oh yeah, I gotta chop a tree down. Right. Okay. There you go. Go collect some more cash. So as these guys hunt, they give you cash for their hunting effort. And then you can use that to hire more workers or do things around the kingdom, like upgrade the defenses or weapons, stuff like that. Your horse does tire out. This basic horse gets pretty tired pretty quick, so you can't really do a lot of running for a long period of time. Otherwise, it'll fatigue and it'll just want to walk. So it's a fine balance. You do get other mounts throughout the gameplay, all of which have different capabilities. Some have, you know, the ability to like push enemies back. Some of them have like a fire breathing capability. I think that's the lizard that has that capability. But you find them as you progress through the maps. So, all right. So now we're free of the tutorial and what the ghost was trying to get me to do. So we'll be entering nightfall here soon. As you can see, there's a day-night cycle. And so we're gonna put up a defense on this side here. We already have one on the other side. It's pretty basic right now, but we'll work on that over time. The goal is to ultimately survive the wave of greed day in and day out, and eventually find a way to collect enough money and establish yourself well enough on this island where you can build the boat to get off the island and go to the next land and conquer that one, basically, and rid the land of greed. So now you can see we're starting a new day here. The sun is rising off there in the distance. So collect some cash. I think what I want to do here is build this out a little bit more and hire a few more workers. I'm going to get this guy to do some merchant stuff so he can bring me back more money. That's what he does every day. Eventually, somehow in the game, like you can maybe, I think you can kind of end up getting rid of him. I wouldn't say accidentally. I mean, I've definitely done it accidentally myself, but I think there's a certain thing you do that ultimately he no longer comes back. But for this initial round, he's going to be around. And he'll go out and get me, or just do whatever he does as a merchant, and then ultimately he returns every day and gives me money as a result. So. The sound effects are good though. You know, you can just hear that ambience and that's going on behind the scenes as the night takes over. Definitely a pretty chill game outside of the attacks from the greed each night. So you'll start to see them pop up in the evenings here. So I want to start to build up not only defenses, but some kind of way to defend outside of just the wall, because the greed will attack the wall and eventually break it down, and then they'll gain access to your kingdom. So you gotta have a way of combating them, like from a force perspective. So that's where the archers and the knights and things like that come into play. So, yep, there's one right there you can see. So he'll start to attack the wall, and you'll see my archers will make quick work of him. And again, we have this on easy mode. There's different difficulties, but it definitely can be hard for sure. It can be very punishing. So if you are looking for more of a difficulty in how you manage, your survival, it can definitely have the knob turned up and be a bit of a challenge. So. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build out to the camp here. Let them continue to do what they're doing. Send him out. I don't know if I want to spend all my cash on that. I think I would go through another night, let these guys do more hunting, and then go from there. I think I'm going to build up the fortifications here a bit more. I got a pretty good pasture here to harvest the little rabbits, so I guess we'll build out here too. At some point, I gotta start exploring left and right to see kind of where the boat is and where their portals are and stuff like that. We'll have to start to take those down, or put money into the boat that'll ultimately allow us to complete this land essentially and move off to the next one. All right. So I think I have the basics pretty well set up. It looks like I can make farmers now. So the farmers will be kind of helpful to raise extra money. So the game does go through seasonal changes. So there is like a winter period that happens, and um, if you had farmers, you can't grow crops in the winters, so you got to make your money during the warm seasons and then bank it and then try to survive the winter seasons. And obviously, on a higher difficulty, you know, that money management piece of it is really critical to survive the winters to make it back to spring if you're behind on certain things in the game. So. I did want to do some exploration to kind of see what was around here. Looks like the boat is over this way. Yep, there it is. Camp of workers. Here, man, take my money. All right, so it looks like there's a 3 gem. Oh, the greed's back. They're coming already for the night, so I gotta start heading back. There are a couple ways you can try to avoid if the greed start catching up to you. You can throw out coins and they'll take the coin and run away and they won't attack you. The goal is to keep them from attacking you, because if they do, um, and they get the crown off of your head, then you lose. So you got to start over. So the goal is to kind of do your exploration during the daytime, and obviously at night be in your kingdom and not be out. So eventually there are portals that will generate in the game. I assume it'll be on this land, but the other lands will for sure have them, and that's a way to kind of teleport around and get back and forth from one side to another side if you needed to. So, all right. So we know we have a few greed coming this way from that side, and I'll just show a little bit of that interaction that they're gonna have with the guys that I have doing defense. You can see they're trying to attack the fence. And the workers will automatically come and repair the fence once the wave of attacks is over. They won't do it actively during an attack. It'll be like kind of the end of the day. They'll actually make that effort. So I got a good amount of cash now. Just gonna start making a ton of guys that can attack. And I'm not too sure I want to upgrade the town yet. These guys will give me some cash, yeah. Not sure I really want to harvest anything here. I mean, I could certainly build out the kingdom like all the way and get it fully upgraded. But I'm really just trying to explore for right now and see what's on one side versus another. So I'm going to head over on this side. I didn't fully complete the other side yet, but I'll go back there another day. For now, it's just about kind of seeing what's on this side. This is a mount that you can use. You have to have some gems to unlock it. Each island has gems and things like that that are in treasure chests that you find. So, depending, you may have to come back to an island to unlock certain capabilities that you can leverage. Here's a treasure chest. No gems, though. So far, there's been about 5 locations, or 5 gems that need to be found, so that, okay, so there's the portal, and the portal actually blocks a watchtower, like a lighthouse, and once you destroy everything on the island and build up the watchtower, when you come back from another land back to this one, basically there won't be any decay that takes place on your kingdom. So normally if you didn't have the watchtower built up, you would have a decay that happens to your kingdom while you're gone, basically. And that basically means certain things would deteriorate or break down, and you'd have to rebuild them when you got back. So the lighthouse helps with avoiding that from happening. But you do have to basically kill off all the portals, and even there's a cave where the greed come from that you have to go wage an attack on and ultimately flush out the greed and shut down the cave. And that's how you fully complete the islands. You can get off the island before you do any of that, to be totally honest. Like, you can build up the boat and just get off the island and go do your thing on another island. But I do enjoy kind of making sure that each island has all of the greed, you know, purged. So. All right, I'm coming up with a good bit of cash at this point, so. If you collect too much cash, it just drips out of your pocketbook thing there, and it ends up falling in the water and you lose it. So, you know, if you have the capability of spending it, you can spend it. Eventually, you do get a banker that comes along with upgrading your castle here. There will be a banker that comes out during the daytime, and you give him money, and then depending on how much money you have saved with him, it will earn interest. So the more you have, the more interest you earn. So it does behoove you to you know, put some cash away with the banker, because over time that'll build. And in situations like the seasonal change I talked about with the winter and stuff like that, it does become helpful to have that cash in reserve to be able to rebuild if you needed to, because you had a really bad attack from the greed, or just continue to expand because your expansion rate was slowed for whatever reason before you got to winter. So I am going to explore the rest of this side. We obviously saw the left side, which basically had a portal. There was some unlockables on that side, but it was just the greed portal in the tower. So we know where that is. And on this side, we know where... so I'm on day 5. On this side, we know where the ship is. And we're going to see what else is on this side. All right, another chest here. So we'll see how much is in this one. Looks like they're not helping me out with any gems. It's kind of lame. All right, we're approaching the cave where the Greed come out. So they're coming out from two locations: that cave and the other opposite end of the island, which is the pier, the portal that's on the pier. So those are the two places we have to obviously defend from, but also eventually build up the capability to destroy. So we'll get to that point. All right, there's the banker. So we're going to give him some cash. And he can deposit that in the bank. Now it looks like I can't upgrade this until I unlock a certain capability with what I would assume is stone. But I haven't been able to get any gems at this point to unlock anything really. So I don't know that I'm going to be able to properly defeat the portals on this island because I don't know if I can summon an army or get to that point of summoning an army. We'll have to see. Because I think in order to summon the army, I have to upgrade this castle so that I can have the Knights banners, and they're ultimately who are going to do that work to help me attack. But we'll see. Greed are coming. Yeah, I think building out isn't really going to help me achieve that either. I'm going to be locked. I'm probably going to have to come back and unlock things in this primary island And I'll have to just build the ship and bring the guys to another island to unlock some of the other capabilities once I start collecting gems on those other islands. So it's a whole thing. So I am going to start the process of building the ship. I think I'm going to need a few more workers to help build that ship up pretty quick. Because 2 little dudes aren't going to do the work. So let's hire some more and get some workers. I am excited about getting further along in the DLCs because I've only really played the first DLC or the first this kingdom basically, or these lands. I haven't expanded into playing like the Shogun, the Deadlands, and the Olympus ones and things like that, Norselands. So I am kind of excited to see what the developers put into those from a look and feel perspective, sound, music. Yeah. So normally these boats, you have to like build them piece by piece and invest money in them piece by piece. But I think this is because this is the first kind of starting area. They're trying to get you familiar with what to do, so it's building it for me a little bit. There we go. I honestly think I have enough guys to get off this land, but I'm gonna head back because we got the greed already here, and I want to protect my guys. So I'll leave some coin there, so you can see how he takes off with it and doesn't try to attack you. Yes, it sacrifices money, but in the long run, it keeps your guys from getting hit by the greed and ultimately resetting back into guys that you have to hire. And then ultimately, you have to craft another tool for them, tool or weapon for them to use, and that costs money as well. So that's the penalty that takes place when ultimately you aren't smart about your timing or the resources in the game. And the game is definitely in the normal and harder modes, not afraid of punishing you for making stupid mistakes. So, um, but it's enjoyable. I've definitely thoroughly enjoyed playing the original Kingdom game. Um, Played a little bit of the Kingdom 2, and obviously played completely through Kingdom 80s and enjoyed that. So, um, yeah, this should be fun. All right. I think I have enough guys on both sides from an archery perspective, and also a worker perspective to just, yeah, go ahead and build the boat and get off the island, get going with island number 2, and try to find some gems to start to unlock capabilities so that I can come back to this island eventually and destroy those portals completely and get it done. Oh, well, I did something stupid there. I didn't do a call for the guys to get on the boat with me. And when you do that, you can ultimately take them to the next island and they don't stay here. So you already start the next island with having some troops to defend you and some workers so you don't have to start from scratch. But that was my mistake. But we're on easy mode, so I know the game's not going to punish me too hard for that. All right, so you can see here, this is the world's, in this particular kingdom. These are the various islands, and the gray areas that you see are unlockable areas, like the bird that fell from the sky is there. There's a couple other areas like the archery area, which helps improve the accuracy of the bowman. And then you'll see there's a couple portals as well that are still alive, and so there's still stuff to do on this island. Now there's other islands I can go to. It's going to force me to go to the next one, and I have to progress through, I believe, 5 different islands for this set of lands. And the next expansion would have another set of 5 islands, that kind of thing. So we're going to head over to this one. And ultimately, we'll have a little cash in our pocket, which will help, but we're still going to be at a bit of a disadvantage in aggressively starting with having bowmen and builders and all that kind of stuff right out of the gate. Really starting from scratch again with a little bit extra money, which is helpful. But so mistakes were made. All right, running a little low on cash. Need guys to go hunt. I know where the boat is. So it's not too far away. I don't know what homie's doing out. He should be back by now. Shouldn't even be out there on his own like that, having to defend himself. Normally by the sunset, they are heading back behind the barrier here and waiting for the greed to attack. But he was pretty late with it. Pretty late. And I'm going to do some tree cutting over here. Try to open this up. Maybe get some easier stuff to kill. Maybe the rabbits and stuff will come if I clear out this area. There is a multiplayer mode to this as well, so you can play this co-op. Probably should have mentioned that, but yeah, it is pretty fun as a co-op. So. All right, that opened this area up pretty well, so should be more wildlife that comes into that area. Good, you're back. So, actually, I'll hold on to that. Update these barriers. Looks like the sun is setting, so hopefully these guys don't get stuck out here for too long on their own before the greed come. We will see. Oh yeah, there's a lot of rabbits and stuff out there now. Perfect. That'll make me a lot of money really quick. So... I forget if I can actually chop the tree down in front of this camp and not lose it, or if I do lose it. I can't remember how that works. I can't remember if I'm able to do it and it's chopping down this one that would do it, or if I do, it gets rid of it. We're not going to take the chance right now because I need it to dude harvest, as I like to refer to it. Because it generates a dude every couple days. Couple dudes that I can hire and put to work. So, thank you, my homie. Alright. So these guys should be doing pretty good over here. I need better. There we go. Good dude. Good dude. Yeah, honestly, I can kind of build out here too. Get all this harvestable. Oh, there's a gem chest over there. Perfect. So I'm going to upgrade and get the banker so I can start to put some of this coin in the bank. Get it out of my pocket because I'm going to have to put those gems in my purse and hold on to them. Hi, Lena. I'm alright. Hope you're doing good. Thanks for popping on. Playing some Kingdom. Alright, so I'm gonna get that, yeah, thanks for asking. Alright, sweet. Give me the banker. It's going alright. I'm just starting out, so just finding some spare time. Been a long time fan of a number of different communities on Twitch for a number of years, and I've always wanted to try my hand at a variety of things, and been working on trying to get to that point, and now here I am. So been off and on for a while, but trying to be more consistent. So yep. So we'll see how it goes. But plan to have a lot of variety in games. How long have I been into streaming? Well, I've watched a lot of streamers for a number of years on Twitch. So active in those communities, but I haven't been streaming very long. More so, I just don't have the time. It always comes down to you know, you don't make enough money out of the gate to, you know, dedicate a lot of time to it. And, you know, not everybody has interesting stuff to watch. So I'm going to be doing some game streams. I got some daytime streams where I'm going to be not necessarily active, but streaming some things like nature stuff and birds and fish, that kind of thing. And then I had an idea around a music stream to play some playlists like on Spotify and just listen to some good music and just hang out with whoever wants to show up, that kind of thing. So, and then maybe a board game stream or two that I can figure out. There's some board games that I wanted to play and stream and see if anybody wanted to come and hang out. But that's about it. That's what I got on my mind right now. So, just been working to get things in place to be able to do that. And here where I am. I have no idea how you found me, but it's pretty cool that you did. And I would have to officially say that you are the first person I've chatted with on stream. So thank you for being that cool. It would be cool if I could, yeah, I would love to do it more consistently. It's a nice creative outlet, and I need more of that because I'm one of those types that needs to have those kind of outlets. So just lurking around. Okay, cool. Yeah, I do a lot of that. I find some really weird stuff out on Twitch just lurking. So there's like a sumo wrestler channel that I found about, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, and it's quite interesting to watch. Not that I got anything against sumo wrestlers. It's just it's interesting to see how many people watch that content on Twitch, and yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks for following. So it means a lot. Hope you come back and you know, lurk or whatever. So I'm gonna try to get a schedule up online so people can see what I'm doing, and I'm, you know, just post a story to just let people know what I'm doing for the day. Or if you can make it, great. Oh, that's nice of you to say. Thanks. Well, there's definitely a lot of content that you can watch out there on Twitch, so, or even YouTube or anywhere else really. So the fact that you came by and said, "Hey," I appreciate that. So it's nice of you. I love to play this game on streams. Actually, I played Kingdom 80s on stream. So that's up on my YouTube. I have a VODs up on YouTube for games that I've played. So when I was doing this, I would say a lot more low budget, where I was just playing the game and kind of had an audio set up. I did play Kingdom 80s. I do enjoy this game. I played Kingdom, the original one that came out, and then I started playing Kingdom 2. But it has several expansions, DLCs, so I haven't played through all those. So with this, you know, new interest and being more regular with streaming, I figured, well, this is one of those games that I would play through. And so I'll be streaming this for sure on a more regular basis, just to get through all that content and, you know, see it, because I haven't seen all those DLCs. I've only seen a few of the lands. So I would like to get through all that. And I have other games. There's a few other games I have in mind, some retro games on the Game Boy Advance that I would want to kind of get through. And then there's some more modern games, Dave the Diver, I've never really gotten anywhere in that game, but it's got a cool vibe. So I want to get through that. And yeah, there's other content. So, but I do enjoy playing this game. It's got really cool it's got really cool sound effects and just ambience, and I like the music that kind of creeps in and creeps out from time to time. Um, and the vibe's really kind of cool. The artwork and everything, the developers really did a good job with it. So it's definitely one of those games you don't get a lot of community around it. There's barely anybody watching this game. Um, I find that typically very few streamers actually will play this game on stream. So, oh, Minecraft, right on. You know, I tried Minecraft. I just, it's not that I don't get what you have to do. I can't necessarily get into the flow of that game. But I know people that play it, and they've done a lot of really amazing things in that game. And, you know, it's kind of limitless, right? So, yeah, definitely a cool game. It's just not that type of game that I can really like get into a flow with. So no knock on it though. It's been around for a long time for a reason. So it's good. Yeah, check out the YouTube channel. That's just where I've been sticking all the VODs because they only last so long on Twitch, and I kind of feel like that's going to be my little repository for all my playthroughs of games. Like you'll find Kingdom 80s up there. I was starting a little playlist of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game up there as I was playing through that, and I got some Call of Duty that I'm trying to finish on the Game Boy Advance that I have up there as well. So, but the Kingdom 80s one is, if you're interested in this and you like the vibe that this is, that one's actually pretty cool. It's more story based. And you pick up a lot of cool little retro items from like movies like Back to the Future and other things. And it's still concept wise the same, but it follows more of a storyline than this does. So it's worth a watch. I don't know how many people. I haven't checked in on it lately to see how many people watched it, but yeah. Enjoy the YouTubes. All right, I need to dump off some money to this guy. Running out of the ability to store this stuff and got lost in conversation there. So I do have to make a little room in my bags because I'm not going to be able to fit those gems in there though, in that lockbox. So this is definitely a problem of too much. Oh yeah, creative mode. Yeah. Creative mode is pretty cool. I have family that play or used to play the Minecraft stuff pretty heavily, and they always love the creative mode. All right. Okay. Yeah. Check it out. This will be up there eventually. Start a playlist for Kingdom. And this VOD will be up there, and yeah. So at this point, my goal is to make sure exploring both sides and starting to what do I think about the customization for my channel? I haven't thought about it much. I think I'm still too new to really think about that direction. Just kind of trying to be consistent with doing content in general, and then figuring out if there is a reason to think about anything more than just doing this on a regular basis. Because if no one's showing up, it doesn't really matter, you know? Yeah, sure. Pitch it. All right, so we're gonna go. Oh, yeah. So you do commission work. Good. Yeah, maybe I'll hit you up on a message one time. At some point, I need some emojis and emotes and things like that down the road. I just got to figure out kind of what to make that would be worth it for people to, think about subscribing to get access to or something. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'll keep you in mind for sure. If you got someplace, some other streamers, maybe I'll DM you and give me some references for some other streamers you've helped out, and I'll take a look at their channels, see what you've done. No, I don't use any of that stuff. Nope. I have a surplus of cash in this game, and that is a problem, because I'm gonna run out of the ability to hold it. Holding cash money problems has been solved because now the boat is set up. So this is just going to take me dumping a ton of money into it. That's good. It's a good problem to have. Alright, degree your back. What? I think I need to make more feel like I need more guys to make stuff, so... All right, actually that upgrade that I did on the left side actually helped me here. Now I have this stone wall, which is good because that helps me, I believe, upgrade my keep. Yeah. Awesome. I think this is a... If I'm not mistaken, I think this stores your gems and then you retrieve the gem by... No, I was wrong. Completely wrong. Oh, it is that. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. All right. I wasn't crazy. Yeah, you get a... Yeah. And you give it back to this guy and he returns your gem. So it's like gem storage. That's what I thought. I think that's a blood moon sound. Come on, horse. Let's do this. Yeah, that's the thing that gave me the upgraded stone. Run away. Yeah, it's a blood moon. Okay, so the blood moon ultimately comes around every so often. I think there's an actually predictable interval to it. I think it's like every 10 days or something. I don't know. But when it does come around, it introduces a lot more heavier waves of greed. Obviously, like I said at the beginning of this, it is on easy, so those waves are not going to be challenging. But if you have it on normal or harder difficulties, it does get pretty bad some nights. Especially the further you get in the game, the greed waves, yeah, they get worse and worse for sure. So, yeah. So our pockets are pretty well filled here. I need to definitely figure out what is on this island and what I need to start to finish up doing so I can... Because I think I have the capabilities to completely target greed and actually take down portals or do the cave. So I'm going to start prioritizing that and then hop off the island and then wrap the session for today. So, and I'll probably on the next session go back to the first island, and now that I have the stone upgrade unlocked on this island, I will go back to that island and finish out that island with essentially building up an army and taking out the greed. So, yeah. That's what's next. So come on back. Let's see the exciting continuation. I really do have to find a way to get rid of some of this cash I'm just stockpiling here, because... Okay, so I can upgrade all these and start to develop the ability to make knights. Looks like I need some sort of wood to upgrade that, but I'm pretty sure I have what I need to start to build knights. Might have to expand out a bit more to get them, though. I think I have to do that, yeah. You guys gotta stop giving me money. I can only hold so much. I do hope they come out with another kingdom, or at least maybe continue to build out the DLCs into, but maybe even come out with a new kingdom game. I hope it's not done. keep doing it. Okay, that's fully upgraded. I'm a bit concerned that I can't hire or hail any knights. So yeah, that's interesting problem. Because I kind of need them to fight. Oh. There it is. This is what I needed. Pretty sure that's what I needed. Come on, guys. They were a bit too slow. Alright, boats in the water. Yeah, I can't seem to summon anything else. Might have reached the max for this island. I'm gonna journey all the way over to the right and see what's, if anything else is here. So. I might have to take the boat off the island. Might come down to that just to get to the other islands and unlock more stuff so that I can actually start to destroy these portals and stuff. Come on, horse. I mean, this is ridiculous, man. This is what I hate about these horses. Like, if you don't get an upgraded mount, it is painful. Come on, man. Go find something else to do. I forget what those little people do. Alright, so that's where the pier is and where the portal is there. So the cave's on the left side, the pier is on the right. Good to know. Alright, horse, let's do this. So when he starts to like breathe heavy like that, that means he's slowing down from the sprint that he's in because they don't sprint indefinitely. And then he's a lot slower basically as a result. And you can't sprint away if you need to. He's basically locked in that mode of it's a good thing I got money, man. Thanks to this dumb horse. Gonna run out of his breath getting past the portal. Ridiculous. All right. Well, I found out where the pier is, and I've got a few more gems, which is helpful. So and I also have some person riding the back of my horse, of which I don't know what this person does. There is a benefit to having these people on in your town or whatever, but I don't know what specifically they are doing for me. Okay, so I do have a battalion kind of created, but I can't. Oh, I can actually. Yeah, there we go. I can send them out. So that's good to know. Okay, we're going to send them out. Can I send out a second wave? Yeah, 2 waves. All right, let's do this. Gonna go crush some greed portals. It's good. I got 2 battalions on this side, so definitely be able to crush some portals. There's some of that groovy music. I'm gonna go on mute and turn that up. One down. One down. Probably shouldn't have done that. Or I should have waited till the it was proper daytime, but it is what it is. Hopefully my guys don't come out there. My worker guys. Yep, there they go. Yeah, they might get hijacked. We'll see. Hope not. The nice thing is once they do construct this, it'll become a portal, and I can use that to get around it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, there's a lot of them. I'm not going to have enough coin for all this. Come on, guys. Let's go. No, 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 no. Don't try to make anything. We need to just make it back. Yeah, see, that's what's going to happen to your dudes. So that's a good good example of what to do and what not to do. And I summon that help request. Oh no, I'm going to lose all my guys. Oh no, can't lose a gem. Gems are too valuable. Cannot lose the gems. All right. So we need to rethink that approach. And obviously make some workers because I have lost a few in battle. Alright, you give me some money. That set me back a day. Oh well. It's been a little bit since I played, so those kind of rookie mistakes can happen. Alright. So what I'm going to do is live through the next night and then summon my troop to go and kill the pier. The portal on the pier. And then that'll wrap up this side. And then it'll be a matter of potentially doing the cave. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. I'm already an hour and 30 minutes into this session. And I kind of wanted to keep it at about an hour because, you know, I don't necessarily have a ton of time in my schedule. And also, yeah, don't really have a community to talk to, so it's just me. All right, I'm gonna send these guys to the very edge. Man, I got a lot of cash in my purse. So I gotta try to find stuff to spend it on. Oh good, they're making my portal. Yay. Oh, come on, man. Slow ass battalion. I wonder why they were so easily able to pick off my guys, the swordsman. That's really weird. Come on. Gotta head back and start over again. I think I may wrap it there. Oh, great. I got a teleport. Yes. Ended up with the teleport. What's up here? Where's this portal? Oh, that's interesting. Alright. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it. It's getting kind of late, and I put in some good time on this. So I think next time I play, I'll be at a good spot where I can start to rebuild a couple things and then hit it pretty well. So I think we'll go ahead and start to wrap it. So if you're watching the VOD, keep coming back. I'm planning to continue to play through this, and eventually I'll have a schedule up. You can check it out. The commands. But otherwise, hope you enjoyed the watch. And if you're just finding this out there and you think it's cool, maybe drop me a follow and come back and see me again.